Hello, English class. This is Miss Hall, of course, and this is your welcome to our e-learning. So sometimes we'll be posting videos like this where it's our PowerPoints and you'll hear my voice going through the slides with you. Sometimes it'll just be PowerPoints. Sometimes it'll be some resources that are external. So some videos, some podcasts, some articles that I will be posting to our classroom. Just a reminder again that I'll be posting on our classroom every Thursday, and then on Friday is when we're going to have our online office hour session. So that is more where you can answer or ask any questions that you have. It's more of a discussion-based forum. So it'll be a lot of really, really quick feedback and answers from me. So hopefully we can get some really good dialogue going. So before we get started into our lesson today, I wanted to show you some examples of some positive news that is circling right now. There, of course, I'm sure that you've been hearing, or maybe your parents have been, telling you about a lot of the news, of course, going on right now, specifically about the coronavirus. And a lot of it, of course, is quite negative, unfortunately. So I wanted to first show us and explore some really positive, beautiful news that was circling around, some local and also a lot from the States. So the first one, this of course affects us globally. So this one comes from the Global News. This was posted on March 26th. And a lot of different sources are talking about this, that the ozone layer is actually working to repair itself. So this one posted on March 26, 2020, the ozone layer repairing, redirecting wind flows, nearly, new study says. So the world has some good news to look forward to amid the novel coronavirus outbreak. A hole in the ozone layer is in recovery. According to New Scientist, a hole in the ozone layer above Antarctica has continued to recover, leading to changes in the atmospheric circulation. The ongoing recovery has, according to Science Alert, stopped many dangerous changes in the southern hemisphere's atmosphere. I've just posted the beginning of that article, so if you're curious, please just copy the headline there and you will find it almost right away. There's a lot of articles that are quite similar right now, so some really positive news. This next one, of course, is also really adorable. It has to do with this dog that has actually been delivering groceries to their neighbors. I'm not going to play these videos for you, but the PowerPoint is there, so I encourage you to go and watch this video after. And this next one coming from the States, coming from Miami. When you start watching the video, again, I'm not going to play it for you, but there's a group of police officers from Miami, and they have a little concert for all the people that are stuck at home. Hopefully they're able to hear some really good and positive music. So in this video, they're singing Don't Worry, Be Happy by Bob Marley to brighten some spirits. So before we left for the break, we were looking at news articles. We're looking at how to actually critically analyze and evaluate some news articles. And then closer towards the end, we actually started writing our own. And we're writing our own, and then we're evaluating as a class. This time, we're going to be writing our own, and I am going to be evaluating, giving you some feedback. So just as a reminder, some elements of the news article. There's also a post that I reposted that we looked at before we left for the break. But of course, elements of a news article, the headline, it should be catchy. It should be succinct enough that it gives the reader enough information, but it also draws their attention in. Something that I really want us to focus on when we are writing our own is making sure that the most important, significant information comes at the beginning to draw that reader in, to make them interested, to keep their focus. And then the more general information is going to come later on. Okay, so again, looking at the headline, the byline comes next, where you're going to tell us who you are, who is writing, where that source is coming from, and when the article is written, so that the reader knows it's going to be a credible source. They know where it's actually coming from, so it's actually credible. Okay, that helps to evaluate. The lead statement, so giving a really, really short, really succinct summary before they start reading. So again, making sure that we are putting all of the most important information in the lead statement. The body, so in the body, of course, having facts, important information at the beginning, and then more general towards the end, and then a closing. And a closing, you can have fun with a closing. You can ask a question. You can be looking towards the future. You can be finishing off with an interesting fact just to wrap it up, or of course, tying back to the beginning of the article. So some more general information, but again, to wrap up the article itself, okay? So we looked at this. This probably is familiar to you. We used that a few weeks ago, or about a month ago, I guess now. So what your task is going to be today, I would like you to choose any piece of fiction that you have listened to, watched, read over the past few weeks. So film, book, TV show, comic book, podcast. If anyone listens to some interesting fictional podcasts, again, keyword is fiction, you are going to be taking that piece of fiction and you're going to be using that as inspiration for your news article. Okay, so not something that is actually based on fact, but a fictional piece. So this should be 250 to 400 words. I made an example. I'll show you in a sec of what I'm going to be looking for. In these news articles, I want you to include all the elements of a news article as well as 3 quotations. So 3 quotations. These quotations can be made up, but again, in the world of whatever fiction that you are focusing on. And the facts, so the facts and the quotations don't have to be necessarily accurate. Again, I'll show you what I mean. But again, they are focused on the subject matter at hand. They're focused on the characters in that voice. For longer work, so if you read a book or if you watched a full-length movie, there's probably a lot of significant moments that happen in that movie or that book. I want you to choose one of these events as your main focus. You're probably going to touch on some of the other aspects of that film, of that book, but I want you to use one as the main focus for your news article. So this work is going to be due April 16th. So it's going to be due next Thursday, and you can post that right on the Google Classroom. So I have an example for you that I wrote up. So take a few minutes to read it. It is on the tab that says that where you're going to find this video. So take a few minutes to read it. It's about Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. So if you have read or watched that movie, then beautiful. If you haven't, I would suggest maybe looking at a quick summary so that you can see how I took one specific element or one specific event, major event, and turned that event into the news article. On your own, when you are looking at this example, I want you to identify some of the different elements of the news article just for your own practice as you are actually reading. So I'm going to show you the 2 things that I want you to be doing before you actually start reading or writing your own news article. So the first thing I want you to do is I want you to go actually to the news article example, so the fictional news article example. So again, this one is focused on Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. And I want you to identify the different elements that were used. Okay, so where is the headline? Where is the lead? Where is the byline? Where is the lead? The body, and how I'm actually incorporating some of those quotations or facts, and then the closing. So how am I actually closing off, finishing, wrapping up this news article? And then again, the next step before you are actually going to write is using this chart, okay? So the first thing that you're going to do is you're going to make a summary of the main event from your source, okay? From the fiction that you consumed over the past few weeks. So here you can just do that really quick, just point form so that you know what those main points are before you start writing. And then you can actually start filling in this chart. So you've been seeing this before. We saw it in the PowerPoint that I just showed you and a few times last or before March break. So filling in the headline, the byline. So again, that's where you're telling the reader where the source is actually coming from, who wrote it and when they wrote it. The lead, so again, that summary. The body, so facts, evidence, listing from most important to more general. And then, of course, our closing. Okay, so I'm going to be marking this out of 20. So looking at the structural elements of the news article, looking at the who, what, where, when, why, is it all actually there and clear? The inclusion of facts and statistics. So again, I'm looking for 3 that actually help to create and apply to your news article. And then just looking for mechanics, so spelling and grammar, making sure that we're actually doing the editing work when we're writing, okay? So this is, again, the first of a few videos that I'm going to be making to help us along. If you end up choosing to look at the PowerPoints instead, that is totally fine. This just gives you another option. Okay, talk to you soon. Bye.